Well, yeah. Hey everybody. We got to start later on Mondays. Yeah, that sounds good. No no background noise. Fan noise or whatever. There's a problem. Last stream, we fixed it. When something gets fixed around here, it stays fixed. What's up, everybody? Hey. All right. Mondays is rapid challenges. I've got an hour 45 minutes. Let's do what we can do. 7 plus 5 casual. Schumacher bro. Schumacher bro. Schumacher. In Hungarian pronunciation. Now, been a while. We had a okay Simul last night. I started off, interestingly, started off chatting and stuff, but I got really concentrated at one point, which doesn't always happen. When I get in time pressure, it helps me to force myself to concentrate. So there's a good and bad thing about getting into time pressure. Did I survive Arsenal fan? Oh no, we won against Arsenal fan. He tried to offer a slimy draw toward the end and a worse ending, but I declined and I beat him. But that was one of the more interesting games. I really have to say I enjoy playing against certain players who do play, you know, interesting and combative style chess. All right, Queen C2. You're threatening E4. I always forget what happens here. I have blundered E6. That's bad. So you either play D5, Knight C6, or G6. E6 is bad in this position. It's really bad. Knight C6 is risky. You know, D5 and G6 are the best moves. So if I do D5, actually D5 may be a mistake. Oops. No, it's not a mistake, is it? Is it? Could it be? I don't think so. Okay. It's been a while since I played the Queen's Indian. So, yeah, there's Knight takes D5 too. I haven't been playing this line because it is kind of dubious. Theoretically, no. This is normal. Like a Queen's Indian Persian variation where white hasn't played A3. Now, and now. Normally black plays E5 or E6, but what if you didn't play either, you know, or either? What if you just like waited and played something else, like Knight D7? I guess it doesn't have a lot of value. Independent value negligible. So this is correct. And E5, I don't think it's safe, and it's risky, and why do that? Ultimately, why do that? So what about Bishop D3 and this diagonal? Is that going to be a problem? Do I play C5 right away, or do I wait? How does this work again? Is there a reason to delay C5, for example? I don't know. It's a freaking holiday every week here in Europe. Seems like every day, every Monday or every day, like every week, I'm like working, and everyone else is like, oh, it's a holiday. I love this, man. Every day is a holiday. Pentecost. Sorry, if I don't work, I don't get paid. I don't, you know, I don't have that luxury of having off every week a day. I work when I can work. Not a holiday for me. Okay, so C5, Knight can go. Knight can go to two different places. What's up, guys? Rengaw, Sun Prism is here. Sire, Brother Bijak, and Silent but Deadly. I still don't know if I'm sick or I have like allergies, but I'm hoping for allergies. All right. Yeah, we've got Mr. Fast. A lot of fast players here. The rapid is really rapid for these guys. I just use up all my time. Not check. Okay. Bro. Have you counted how many bishop moves you've made lately? Bishop b5 check. Uh-huh. And maybe I'll play knight d7. You know where your bishop is. Yeah, okay. Alright. You got me. I'm gonna play bishop c6. Now this should be interesting. He took it. I thought that you have an interesting move there with a4, actually. I guess it doesn't really do anything, the a4, necessarily. If a4, I would be best off castling, but a lot of people would probably play a6, which weakens their position. So, show me the ways of my error. Show me the ways of my error. The legendary Arsenal fan is here. Bishop d3, bishop b5 check. Bishop, another bishop move. That's a lot of bishop moves. Bishop a3, now that's interesting. Take. Oh man. There. Maybe I should just ignore this subjectively. Subjectively. Interesting concept. If I castle and you take and I ignore it, what happens? You have like, I don't know. Natog. Jesus. Yeah, it's later than usual. Okay. It's almost 1 here, so yeah, it's 5 a.m. No. Yes. Ooh. 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 What are you doing? Gone fishing? The only thing I do at 5 a.m. is go fishing. Well, maybe playing poker. Damn, dude, that's early. Even Mr. Coffee's not awake yet. Monday morning. He's gone into the office. So Schumacher didn't go with the... Yeah, he's waiting to win a piece now with like pawn takes pawn, bishop takes e7. I can play knight e5, interestingly. Equalizing. Theoretically. Theoretically, jack shit. Interesting stuff here. No particular threats. You should play rook d1, probably. Wow. All right, dude. See what? What? It's a tactic. Look, it's a tactic. All right, should I take it or not? Yes, no, maybe. That's a nice structure you've got there. Wow. Mm. Oh my god, I'm down to 46 seconds. I'm gonna flag. Please don't flag me. This coffee was. That reminds me I have to buy coffee tomorrow. Or this week. This coffee was pretty disappointing. Bottom of the barrel. He finds Queen E4. He's like, doctor tactics. Positional master. He's focusing on pawn structure and active pieces, while I'm simply playing for material gain. Basically, Wade is playing like a sophisticated cheapo artist. Wow. I tell you guys, I am addicted to material. I admit it, I can't help myself. This is probably a really big error. I missed Queen A4 there. I think Queen A4 is like lights out, isn't it? No, I mean, it's pretty devastating. Queen A4 was really, really strong. But I'm winning anyway. But not as easily, you know, in this case. Queen A4, yeah, he was wrecked after that. Losing the exchange and C4. He loses like everything on that move. He takes. He has Queen C3. Jeez. Is there a sneaky threat here? Pawn structure. See, this is your brain on too much 3-0 chess. They should show like people's brain sizing based on time control. It's the 3-0 brains. They're like pretty small. People playing classical chess are like huge. Rapid is large. Bullet is like pea sized. Build a wall. A complementary pawn structure. We have a complementary pawn structure for the first three callers. The first three guests will receive complementary pawn structures. Anticlimactic. I thought he should have played a5 there. Now it's too late. I get mated. If I play queen a4, I get mated. Wow, my instincts were good. I get mated. Rookie 8 is minus 2.9. Bishop takes a1 is minus 2.8. But queen a4 is minus 3.6. Yeah, if I didn't have two rooks in the back rank, I would get mated. Unfortunately, I have two. Nice try. Alright. We only get speed demons for our Monday stream. Yeah, that's the point. Like, he has to lose a whole piece. Or the exchange and the pawn on c4. His best defense is basically... Actually, I mean, he might even lose a whole piece anyway, right? Because I have, like, knight takes c4. There could be some freaky move like that. Anyway, it's really not worth analyzing. Arsenal fan, oof. Arsenal fan, oof. He's looking for revenge. Revenge of the nerds. Arsenal fan, oof. What do I feel like playing today? Yeah, Petrov is just pathetic. I can't play that, can I? I don't even remember what you used to play against the Petrov. The Petrov or Russian defense. Well, let's do it. We haven't done one in a long time. It's like my first Petrov in 6 years. No, my first Petrov in like a year. I haven't been playing it. He's gonna get really angry now. Oh, I think he always did alright against the Petrov. The what is that variation? This is a legal move for white. What is that, the Knock Manson Gambit or whatever? It's some kind of Knock Manson. This is the Charles Manson Gambit arsenal. Played many times by Hannibal Lecter. Carved his own chess set out of people's bones. Well, that's a cool idea. Carving a chess out of the bones of your enemy. Oh, inspiration for a chess serial killer story. Damn, I've never looked into that. Has there ever been a chess set carved out of human bones? for our true Prime fans out there. Arsenal's basically sacrificing everything for this. You can do the what's it called? Schumacher. Bishop d3, bishop e5 check. Now we have to seriously consider giving back some material. Knight c6, take, check. Bishop e7, bishop g5, castles, and a clear pawn up. I mean, it's like, why be greedy, you know? I found, let's see. Yeah, e takes d4. Bishop c4. Knight f6, castles. Bishop d3. Yeah, that's not right. It's, he found an improvement. It looks like. Shoot. He's gonna just take with the knight. So it's not that bad. He doesn't have to give up his light square bishop. So, you know, his position is dubious, but it's only a pawn. So if I had realized he had this, I wouldn't have given him that pawn back in that way. Clearly, I made an error. My first of many. But I would never choose to be white in this position. He is basically just a clear pawn down, at least for now. But I was 2 pawns up, and he had not enough compensation, so that was a generous and bad giving back of material. I thought he had to give me his white square bishop. If he did, that would have been great. Yeah, f5 was possible too. It is a little greedy. What's up with bishop? Sorry, queen, your other bishop. Your queen, f3. Queen f3. Speaking of greedy. Greedy. Ah, Fred Sanford. Greedy. 95. Bishop d7. Yeah, man, that's really nice. Hey. Oh. The collector, they call him. Hannibal the Collector Lecter. Why I'm on the serial killer kick? Well, I just read the news, man. Alright. We got a good game. It's not about material. There's more to life than material. Material's important. I mean, you need material. But the bottom line is that it's overvalued by most people. It's like money, you know? We need money to operate. But it's not an end of its own, you know what I mean? Money is not the end. We need money so we can, do stuff effectively. We're not here to collect, collecting money. All right. By the way, if anybody wants to make a donation, please do so. Appreciate it. Speaking of money, we don't need money. Can you please donate? No hypocrisy here. Sun Prism. Yeah, you love the philosophical and say, yeah, and the stuttering. I know. I should have studied philosophy. I had one class in philosophy and I enjoyed it, but that was back in the Pliocene period. It's like Covfefe. It's a phone word. How's your development doing? Good? I guess Queen H4 isn't the best idea. Pliocenian. And Knight C4 is a good idea too for him. It's annoying. This is Arsenal's own idea. Using his own idea against him. Favorite maneuver. And when pushed, when forced to play good chess, I think Arsenal is capable. When he's not left to his own devices. You would see it. He never falls for cheapos. Oh my god, he didn't see it. Saw it now. Alright. I got it from you. Sun Prism. It looks like you're probably hanging on there. Nedog, you're twerking this morning? Nedog is cleaning. What are you doing? You're cleaning out the disco? For Sunday night party? You were better. Well, I haven't had time to fire up the engine. I find that hard to believe. Bitterness. I'm not going to be smug. Oh, Nedog, I found an interesting idea against your Scotch Gambit. Scotch Gambit. Depends on what engine you're using. I can't believe that white can sacrifice 2 pawns and it's sound. It doesn't have to be sound. We're just looking for the truth here. Was I worse? Ever? No, what is a twonk? It's a donk and a tween or something? Tween-age donk? It's like a bad underage poker player. Mm-hmm. Nidog, do you keep up on the latest terminology from your child? Like me? The kids keep me up to date on fashion and vocabulary. I like this new emote we got. Okay. Little energy, maybe. Let's play a little bit of energy here. It's a slow opening. It's true. This is very slow. But it doesn't have to be like that, you know? Oh, you learned it from Arsenal fan. He taught me Queen F6 the other day. He suggested it during my game. Oh, by the way, like yesterday, I was like, I don't know if anyone tried to point it out during my game in the Ponziani, but I was the one who like messed up the Ponziani. Richard IV played Bishop B5, which is a bad line or dubious line for white, instead of Queen A4. And I automatically responded with Bishop D7, which is the move against Queen A4. And then when he played the next move, I didn't know what to do. I spent like 5 minutes thinking, like, what the heck, you know? What is this position? Not understanding that I had played the wrong move, you know, for black on move 4. So that's why my position was so whacked. Sometimes I make moves too quickly in the simul's. Yeah, of course, I borrowed my screen name from the band. But he really wasn't a band. He was, you know. I guess you're not a band if you're one person. Technically, what do you think? What do you think, Nedog? One man band? Is that a thing? Is it considered a band if it's a one man band? Can you be a one man band? Like a street organist with a harmonica or whatever? Does that count? One man musical artists count as bands. Let's get it from Nedog because he's a musician. Yeah. Yeah, well, it's not my brand. It's just my name for lichess. The brand is Sledgy. No, all right. I'm getting distracted now. Seriously, seriously. I think that Nutug is making coffee for the stage hands. Right now, Nutug is mopping up the puke in the bathroom. A lot of great musicians got their start by cleaning puke in bathrooms. A lot of great chess players got their start. If I were to play a4, here I am. Nils, you didn't join the oh, you have, oh yeah, you have Religious Monday. Everyone has today off except for me and Nutug. Even on holidays, someone has to clean the bathroom. It's a European liberal Christian holiday. No, interestingly, Pope Francis was interviewed. He was talking about. He's a smart guy. He was talking about conservatism and about the philosophy of being unwilling to change how people cling to conservatism. And he's obviously very divisive, but got to appreciate the guy's very smart. G6, you don't become the Pope for nothing. Well, I'm not a Catholic. For Europeans, every day is a holiday. I don't know. Yeah, there's a lot of holidays here, though. It's a little bit out of control in Hungary, especially. It does seem like that compared to the United States. It seems like there's definitely more holidays here. I mean, today is a Catholic holiday. Or, for some conservative Christians, other than Catholics, I guess. But we certainly never really celebrated it as a holiday. So, D5, nice. You can do that? Is that legal? I don't know, man. The F6 square is really beckoning. Beckham. Beckoning. The beckoning. Beckoning me. Beckham. What about here? Queen f3. Damn. Time's just gone. Well, you can take it. I can't afford to live in the United States, you know. So what about f4? That's crazy. Bishop g5. Get a room. I think we lost Nedok. He's gone. You're not convinced you should have taken on d5. I'm not convinced at all. I looked up and I had like a minute left. I realized he's flagging me again. I'm still in simul mode from yesterday. I think I have like more time. I felt like I was suddenly better, but I didn't know what to do. Maybe I'm not better. You know, wow. Okay, this is a tricky move. So if I take with the pawn, it's a problem or not? If I take with the queen, it's a problem or not? Whatever. Okay. I have to do something. Queen would like sort of develop a piece, but also allow f5 and stuff. Nils, why aren't you? Oh. Sorry, Nils. I have 0 challenges. You'll have to wait for the 0 subscribers where you can play. Oh! Nope. You're not. Nope. Discombobulator just challenged me. So if you challenge me now, Nils, you'd be number 2. Of course, I can't guarantee that more subscribers won't come along. There's a lot of them now. We had a ton of like gift subs yesterday. Thanks, Mr. Slow, and others. This is the one day when I try to take challenges according to subscribers first. Smurf, you're kidding, right? You haven't watched my stream enough. You realize how much I hate bullet chess. It goes against all of my values. Does e4 work for black? Well, it works, like, as in it can be played, and it doesn't lose or anything. Yeah, I mean, it's my main. It was my main concern when I entered into this position. Your question is it good for black? Objectively, should be is it good for black or not? That's an open question. I don't see why it wouldn't work. You would think he would be like playing it instantly without thinking, you know. What I don't understand is that grandmasters play bullet. Like they're just young grandmasters. That's the thing. I was seeing some GM. Ivanisevic was online. It's like a standard Serbian 2600, and he doesn't play bullet. You know, he's like playing 3-0. The older generation doesn't necessarily have to play bullet chess. It's these people starting with Hikaru, really starting with Hikaru's generation. I mean, there are older players who play bullet too, but they're more like an exception. Some person must have left the bullet. Left the bullet. He left the building. He left the building. The building. Nils. What happened to this discombobulator? But he doesn't teach humility, right? Obviously. He doesn't do any classes on humility. I'll occasionally do a spiel on humility. At least I know what it is. I can be smug too. We know what the humility is. Um, Sorry about that. Train Wi-Fi. Nefidov style. What we gonna play? Check. This transposes to. What does this transpose to? Agnes Karajewski just subscribed. Magnesh. Controlling the center is never good. Magnesh Karajewski. We got a late start today, so I'm gonna be streaming till around 2:30. Normally, I was doing 12 to 2 streams. So here's an interesting moment. Probably we should take. And now you have to consider. We have to very seriously consider A4. I think it's good. I mean, I think it's the right thing to do. And the tasty way to do it. I think we might need like Nedog to clean the bathroom when I puke. I'm gonna start puking soon. Um, we make the mods do the dirty work. Rook A5 is interesting. Knight C6 is interesting. But the more mundane D6 probably fine. Sorry to hear that, Nedog. Bill, there's no sense. No sense hurting yourself. But it's not easy, you know. Alcohol has been a tricky thing for me. I think everyone's different. I don't know. I can't speak for other people and managing their problems. Rook F D1. All right, I can't decide what to do. The plan was to play knight D7. No, sorry to hear that, Nedog. That's tough, man. To speak like Yoda. Is human not? Yes, Arsenal fan? Vice, Miami Vice. I was just getting sick from the hero worship. Niels is frozen. This is funny move though, c5 sometimes. I want to play rook a5. And there are a lot of variations where c5 would actually be possible there. Hey. Rook e3 also. e3 is a pretty annoying move, honestly. Okay. Okay. And then if I play like queen a8, he'll have traps there as well. Well, that's annoying. Then you have to be like, hey, wait a minute, Nils doesn't calculate at all. And you'll be like, alright, this dude doesn't calculate at all, so he's unlikely to play a crazy tactic like c5. You can kind of make shortcuts based on the fact that he just doesn't calculate. Like, oh, don't have to worry about that move. There's nothing. No one here but us monsters. Have you checked on your bed, under your bed lately, Asterbate? Hmm. Mm-hmm. 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 You developed all your pieces today? Check. Alright. It's not enough to do nothing. Oh, he did something. He did something. Is it too late? Is it too late? Is it even good? Maybe. Is my queen trapped yet? Kudos to Nils for calculating something. He did that. So I thought maybe we need to pawn takes pawn. It's an interesting position now. Big bad B pawn. No, it's hard to. Oh no. Oh no. No. Took with a pawn. Not supposed to do that. That wasn't part of the program. He got fancy with pawn takes f3. GF would be highly illegal. That's the thing I would probably play in like a rated tournament with a DGT board. Yes, he can play BGF. Yeah, BG2, G2, G2 F3. But it's not a pawn. It's a bishop. You know that. I mean, it's like a pawn, but it's. I mean, it is mildly pawn-like. Rip pawn structure. Willing to sacrifice my pawn structure here. He does have equal pawns. Don't forget. Huh. I've got back rank. Check. I've got to get rid of the back rank problem. Yeah, I mean, it's over, of course. Just like, I can't fall asleep. Back rank. Back rank is back rank. Now there you go. Now that's a bishop. Now that's a proper bishop man. Bishop man. He's done a good job. Thanks, man. You're too kind. Wow, who's needed? That's good. Now it's actually becoming mildly annoying to win this. I hallucinated A3 was unprotected, I could just win it. Now I'm wondering if I could beat Magnus. Hopefully. Oh, I really messed this up. How does he have so much time? How did he play so fast? Save time, don't think. It's surprisingly difficult to coordinate a queen exchange here. Also, his pawns are complementing his bishop. It's not that bad. I really thought he would give up. What I need to do is get my rook active. Oh no. Thanks for the update. I hung a4. God damn it. I hung the a4 pawn. Damn it, Richard. That's the point. Thank you for pointing that out. Poison pawn. Ponda. Hmm. Whew, he's fighting like a dog. Never seen so much fight in the nils before. In a lost position. Oh my god. How do you defend that? Bling, bling, bling. Tim Shimonov has followed. Satya Sakamitra has raided with a party of one. I missed that. The raid with a party of one. Party of one. We have a table by the window. Wow, we have 15 viewers today, 21. Crushing it. I should really just do evening streams. E takes F. That was the best move ever, man. E4, yeah, controlling E4 with the pawn was critical in that position, and enhancing your bishop on G2. That was an awesome move. Move 28. Oh no. What do you want to do? Move 28. Your bishop takes H5? It's probably lost, Arsenal. Because I have a queen trade. Oh, I have a win for me. Oh. I thought you saw the bishop. Oh, his king's not there. So his bishop takes H5 here. I move 28. Does that work? No. I mean, I'll just trade queens. So bishop takes queen d5. You're saying there was a win for me with rook d3? I was afraid he might get some perpetual check going on the dark squares. So maybe he has nothing there. The c3 and d4 are guarded. His bishop's attacked. Probably it's winning. Rook d3 looks good. But I have, multiple winning moves probably. How much time do I have here? Time for a couple more games. So gold, cold. Gold Cold, why haven't I played you before? Are you banned or something? How can you check when D3 and C3 are covered? How can he check? Well, no, I mean he'd have to have his checks on like. I guess my fear would be something like B8 and E5 when I take the pawn on A3, and even that wouldn't work because I'd have queen like F8 or something. Yeah. Unfortunately, I realized I didn't have much time left, and I started to kind of panic and play bad moves. Yeah, and I forgot I have H7. It was relatively recent when I played H5, so the idea of King H7 hadn't really fully formed, or formed at all, for me. Yeah, good point. It is a easy win. Old gold. OG, or over gold. Alright, I'm streaming for another 30 minutes. Going late. We're going deep today. The 9th inning. I should really just do evening streams. My stream is too wedged between like North America and Europe. Feels like too early for everybody really. I don't get many viewers this time, and I just do it because I have the time, but objectively these streams aren't really the best time. Bishop B4. Yes. Yes. So what did I see recently? Oh yeah. Kamsky Karpov classic game. From 96. Quote unquote. World Championship. I've also played Queen C2 here. Larry Christensen's favorite. It has some slight flaw, the Queen C2 move. Well, Bishop D2 is considered best. This is an iconic isolated queen pawn. We had another challenge, but they've disappeared. What happened to Discombobulator? He's not here. He's gone. He's enjoying his vacation on this fine Pentecostal holiday. He's out drawing pentagrams in rainbow chalk. I don't know. What are you doing for Pentagram Monday? Castles. You can't go wrong with castles. This is a continuation of Karpov Kamsky. Kamsky Karpov. Now, Black has other interesting moves than Knight C6, by the way. Believe it or not, I was looking at Bishop D7. I think 2 weeks ago with the engine. There's a strange move there. Bishop d7. Because that bishop is really blocked in, you know, and I've seen people do this in the c3 Sicilian, where you go bishop b7, bishop c6. Computer kind of likes it. You know, if I remember correctly, I think Karpov actually played bishop e7. Just bringing the bishop back. That was one of his best games from the 96 match against Kamsky. No, knight takes d5 is like equal. The computer says it's totally equal. Knight takes d5, bishop takes d2 check, queen takes d2, pawn takes d5. It's a position that only Nigel Short would love for black, but yeah, but it's definitely not for those of you who want to win with the black pieces. It's a draw and only a draw. Black has like literally no winning chances. I mean, you could only play it like if you're absolutely okay with a draw. But I was curious. I don't think it's ever been played. Bishop d7, but the computer thought it was like the second best move. I was just wondering if you could play bishop c6, and it turns out to be bishop d7, bishop c6, and it turns out that it's actually pretty decent. H6. H6 is a risky move for black, I would say. Let's see. He'll never be able to play. Well, not never. Let's see. He could play g6 and bishop f8. Rook e8. I don't know. H6 seems interesting. But I would suppose that like knight f6 and bishop e7 are the most normal moves there. Possibly you can still do those defensive moves. 6 now. So rook d1. Rook d1. Sleepy. I'm sleepy. No. Didn't do that. You have a materialistic mind. Very greedy. Well, whatever. It's an exchange of sorts. Hello, friend. You thought you played me in the 1990 New York Open. No, that's weird. You must have played someone else. I actually didn't go to the 1990 New York Open. In fact, the 1990 New York Open, I was still in high school. And now I'm trying to think when I did go to the New York Open, maybe in 1991 or 1992, but I didn't play. So I'm thinking, Shimonov says this, I'm thinking I never played the New York Open till maybe 92 or 93. Now I can't remember. It had to be 92 when I played. Probably like 92. And watch Knight G4 here. That's interesting though. You know, I have the same stuff. I think I played people that I don't remember what year it was. I did play, oddly enough, in 1992, Tibor Tolnai, who ended up being a teammate of mine 20 years later, you know, in the Hungarian Team Championship. It's kind of a funny coincidence. But yeah, I remember going to the 1991 New York Open to watch, and Tal was there. It was the only time. It was the only time I ever saw Mikhail Tal in the flesh. I think that was one of his last tournaments, probably. He died in like 92. Or somewhere around there. Rook C1, Rook C1, Bishop C1. Whose turn is it? Hello! I played 92. My first New York Open. I played Alexander Chernayev, Tolnai, I had a decent tournament. Boris Priman, but I ended up losing the critical round to Tolnai. I had a chance at a good result. I blew a win against him, and I blew a draw, and I lost. There was a funny incident in that tournament. Alright, what are we doing? Yeah, so no New York Open for me. 1990 New York Open. I have some Hungarian friends who might have played. Pereni was still alive. He would, no. Maybe he wasn't. Now, I don't remember when Pereni died, but no, maybe not. 90, I don't know. 88, 89. There was a bunch of Hungarians. Yeah, I'm sorry that I didn't play those 90, 91 New York Opens. I wasn't really that strong a player to play in those years. I was a national master in 1991. So I had never played a really strong Open until the 1992 New York Open, really. The World Open, I played the World Open in 1991 World Open. Maybe my first really strong Open tournament. It's an interesting position. Black's very, very solid. Speaking of Fort Knox, yeah, I don't know. I don't know if White has any advantage. Maybe. TFS. Oh, that's a good move. So I'm wondering if I should have put my bishop there at all. Still playing. If you want to call it that. No, I miss those days. I mean, it was really exciting. Seriously, 1990, I was still under 2200. I didn't have a FIDE rating. And I would have gotten my first FIDE rating, like, literally in 1991. And that's when I played in the World Open. There were very few terms that were FIDE rated back in those days. I played the World Open in 1991, then the New York Open in 92. I think it was 92. You know, now I'm forgetting though. 92, 93, it's all a blur. But definitely not 1990. 1990, I was graduating from high school. New York Open was in the spring, so like May. So I was basically like preparing for finals of my senior year in high school at that time. Here we go, Bishop E3 again. Cold gold seems quite strong. Maybe C5? Maybe not. Check. Check and take. Check and cake. It's got defenses for everything. I have another check. Where that came from? Was a veritable sports star those days. I'm glad I found your channel. Hard to find high-level slow chess. I hate Bullet. Yeah, I always hated it. Always. Speaking of 1990, the 1990s, I've honestly... Okay, I have rook takes b7. Rook takes b7, knight takes c3. Am I even better here? Maybe. He's got queen e5, mother of tactics. Queen e5, rook e1. This guy seems really strong. Fast and strong. 500 bits? No, 100 bits. I need glasses. Yeah, I'm not a fan of bullet chess. We already had this discussion today. I never was. Even in the first days of playing online chess. I didn't like it. Seems stupid to me. You've been living in New York for 30 years now. Wow. Just a random 2100. Couldn't get past 2100? It's lucky to see Kamsky versus Tal. Okay, well, now you're making me wonder. It had to be. So sure it was 91. Oh, yeah, Kamsky versus Tal, I remember that game. I wasn't there, I guess. I couldn't have been there. I was in high school. I was in my senior year in high school. But Kamsky versus Tal was a King's Indian, wasn't it? Where Kamsky like won with white? Or am I misremembering? It was the other way around. It was the same as King's Indian. Maybe Tal was white. I can't remember. That game was published. This sucks. Oh, that doesn't suck, though. Our opponent is panicking. Oh. Yeah, I get confused between 1990 and 1991 type of stuff. Kamsky won. That I remember clearly, but its color, the color I couldn't remember. I do remember it was like a sharp position. Some kind of long castle, King's Indian. Yeah, because Kamsky was just come to the United States, and he was really a big prospect. I could have played you in some tournament, but it definitely wasn't. It wasn't the 1990. Could have been a different year. Discombobulator, are you here with us for one more game? I guess Rook A5 would have been better. Let's see. Is this a mistake? Probably. I probably just screwed this up. I'm going to drop the pawn with check. Oh, that's great. No, it's a draw. Not a draw yet. Take some calculation. Really? This guy sees everything. And fast, too. Oh, no. He has perfect endgame technique. I miss this. Well, that's impressive. Perfect endgame technique. Hit a 2 center pawn loss for this game. Black. I was winning. Yeah, I was winning. I was winning, but I blew it. Alright, last game. Discombobulator. The tricky discombobulator. 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 Alright. I'm not really going to play the French defense. Pseudo. It's a pseudo French. Zudo. Drazic. Drazic defense after C. Okay, d5 is good, but it's also likely to result in an exchange French, which people do. I hate the exchange French. Yeah, thank you for not playing exchange French. You ever get the opportunity to meet Tal? No, and unfortunately, I moved to Boston in 1990 in September, and he had just spent some time in Boston in 89, or maybe it was 90. In 89 or 90, he came to Boston, but I missed him. Yeah, but my friend said he was very, very nice, and he was fun, and he came and he played Blitz with everyone. And he was very well received. What is the idea of this? I don't know. But I always regretted it because I just arrived in Boston in 1990, and everyone was like, "Oh, you just missed Tal. He was just here." If I had just moved like a year earlier. Did I read your message? Oh no. PayPal sent you money yesterday evening from me, whom I have just contacted reference. R. Brenton, I got your PayPal. They said contact them to confirm where it is. I received your PayPal donation. Is there some problem? I did receive your PayPal donation. Sir. Thank you. But is everything okay? Yeah, I didn't check because last night's stream was so late. I didn't let you know. I received $35 donation from Richard IV. But you made the donation like privately rather than through my Streamlabs PayPal, so it didn't get on the Streamlabs. You like paid me kind of like you were taking lessons or something. So it doesn't show up on the Streamlabs. I usually have people doing the opposite. People like Nils, who was here earlier, they tend to this is a mistake. I should really take his night. They tend to like pay me for lessons by making a streaming donation. The opposite. Yeah, Richard IV. We have Richard the First, the Second, the Third, and the Fourth. It's the most common viewer name. Weird, huh? I read Richard the Fourth. I had trouble really. I don't know. Didn't really appreciate Shakespeare. Okay. Yeah, I shouldn't let you play knight c2. I meant to take the knight, and I changed my mind. It's like a Caro-Kann now. Bit donations are pre-taxed, right? I think the answer probably depends. It might depend on like where you are. Talk about a Monday morning. Is it a good French? Okay, that makes me feel better. I was kind of worried there. I'm not sure about a3. This is my last game, and I'm fading. When you start to feel yourself fading, you gotta bear down on the bear. That last game was the end of me. I gotta make a video today. Audio video. I call them audio videos. No video, just audio. It's an audio. Anyway, it's an audio with video. But my stream started late. I'm fading fast. It takes me forever to recover from these like poker Saturday nights, back to back with so I see the rook d1 overprotecting d4. Back to back. I had the really crazy streams last night though. Extremely deep sleep. Really insanely amazing REM sleep dreams. And I still feel like shit. Alright. One of my weirdest, most detailed dreams in a very, very long time. So we got excellent sleep, but it's still not enough. Need to exercise. Exercise more. Stay in shape. I'm getting old. I get the early onset Alzheimer's. Alright. This Combobulator is pretty impressive, I have to say, for his rating. 971 in bullet. Highly suspicious, that 971 bullet rating. No, but he does have a tendency to blunder. Bishop g4, f4. Sorry, bishop g5, f4. I'm just fading. Do you take with the pawn or with the rook? Beer bullet. You have 3 games. Yes. He has a rating of 971 based on 3 games of beer bullet. Pawn takes. I don't know, guys. It's safer to take with the rook. What would Capablanca do? Let's check after the game quickly. Huh? Which move was better? You know, both are playable. One gives me a pass pawn, but also allows for d5. He has queen e4, but I could play pawn takes, queen e4, queen d5. I disagree about equal. I think that black is slightly better. But I mean really slightly better. Like legit slightly better. Not like half a pawn. How you define slightly better. Arsenal's equal is my slightly better. Right. Yeah, like it should be a draw, but black is torturing white. Now, I don't know. Oh, you meant equally good. Oh, okay. Oh, I get it. I didn't know. You meant they're equally good. Now he's in trouble. Now he's an Oreo double stuffed cookie. Is F5 a thing? Better not be. Maybe Queen A4 was a big blunder. Discombobulator also has a tendency to perhaps make hasty moves. Slight tendency to make hasty moves. And what came up with a terrible joke regarding double stuffed Oreos? Yeah, we don't want to know about that. Let's stick with like cleaning the bathroom and leave it at that. Check. Check. Well, I can play rook c4. Can you win, though? Now, that's something I've never seen in Hungary. This is how fat Americans are. Right? Like, it's one thing to, like, and it's expensive to find Oreo cookies, but they're becoming more and more common and heavily marketed. Now it's, like, very standard to see Oreo cookies in any supermarket in Hungary, but you'd never see, like, double stuffed Oreos. People would be like, what? I mean, that's a truly American innovation. Standard since 1995, right? I mean, it's been around forever. One Oreo is not enough. We're Americans. We have to be gluttonous. Rook takes c3. Damn it, I don't want to draw. The Oreos in the pink. They're like they have, instead of blue, like a pink wrapper theme. Color. They used to be like pink Oreo packs with double filling Oreos. Well, when I see that in Hungary, I'll have known that Hungary has degenerated completely. From its liberal base. D5, an interesting shot here. But I have bishop f8. This is really important. And that's why it's good to have a good bishop. This also might answer the question about whether it was better to take with the pawn or take with the rook. I ended up taking with the pawn anyway, because my only hope of winning the game is a passed pawn. Maybe I should have done that in the first place. He has an extra pawn, unfortunately. Nothing bad could possibly happen here, as I like to say. For white. Arsenal is also very fond of overextending himself, so he's probably aware of, you know, the risks involved for white here. Check. Hmm. We gotta be careful though. Gets in here. Yeah, I wouldn't want to have this position against Magnus. Because I once had a similar one. It wasn't quite this bad. There were no bad bishop, good bishop in that one. Bad enough with just the queens on the board. Yesterday I came dangerously close to drawing a pawn up ending. And I did draw a pawn down ending and a bishop ending against someone unsound. Came dangerously close to messing a pawn up one up. Time. Alright, so you lost on time. It was tough. This is my most accurate game so far. Oddly, the computer doesn't criticize me for a6. It criticizes me for knight c6. But I just wanted to see... a6 is not dubious. But the dragon is dubious. And now the computer hates my knight to c6. Alright, maybe it is dubious. What's the problem? Takes, knight a3. I don't know. Alright, anyway. I just want to see that position later. I also thought I should have taken your knight. That was my original plan, to just do this. And I chickened out. the concept was to take on a3, and then I was like, I don't really want to do it. But I think I have to. I really should. During knight c2, you have a normal position now. And you're equal. It looks like queen e3 was a mistake. You're leaving your bishop undeveloped. Maybe this is bad. You can also take with the pawn. So, here's my big question. Is it better to take with the rook or the pawn? And Stockfish is going to analyze 23 half moves deep. 25. As we suspected, it's very, very close, you know, and like Arsenal said, it's probably equal. But ultimately, like, having a passed pawn gives me something kind of concrete. But also, the possibility of this advance being in the cards means that, you know, I really should probably play queen d5. Then if you play f3, it's a Mexican standoff. R. Brinton, not enough that he donated 35 yesterday. He gifted a tier 1 sub to Akatosh 964, becoming a major supporter of the stream. Thank you, Richard IV. Yeah, but guys, I didn't know, you know, what to do, so I took with the rook. The computer thinks it's a coin flip. Rook takes, or pawn takes, rook takes. Anyway, it's a tough endgame for white to hold. You've got to play defense like a computer. Thanks for the game, guys. Guys. I gotta go. Have a great week, and I'll see you tomorrow night. We're gonna start cough cough. Tuesday Rapid Arena. Tomorrow night. Thanks everyone. Thanks Discombobulator, Personal Fan Nedog, our morning moderator. Take care, guys. Masturbate. Cheers.